The sun. A giant ball of hot gas. It's the anchor of our solar system. Its gravity keeps us in orbit. Its light gives us life. Plants need it for photosynthesis. That process feeds the whole food chain. Every day, the sun bathes us in warmth and energy. It drives our weather patterns, creating wind, rain, and seasons. Without the sun, there is no dawn, no dusk, only an endless night. The sun's influence stretches far beyond our planet. Its gravity holds sway over all the planets in our solar system, dictating their paths through the vast emptiness of space. It's a cosmic powerhouse, a source of wonder and the key to our existence. Let's imagine the impossible. The sun vanishes. Poof, gone. No warning, no slow fade, just instant darkness. Earth wouldn't fly off into space immediately. It would continue along its orbital path for a while, like a ball released from a string. But change would be immediate. No sunlight means no photosynthesis. Plants would begin to die. Temperatures would start to plummet. Within a week, the average global temperature would drop below freezing. Oceans would start to freeze, but slowly. Water is a great heat sink. The deepest parts would remain liquid for centuries, but the surface would ice over, impacting marine life dramatically. The loss of sunlight wouldn't just plunge us into darkness, it would shut down the engine that drives our planet's delicate systems. Life as we know it would change drastically. Many plants would perish within weeks. Animals that rely on those plants would follow. Food chains would collapse. Humans, resourceful as we are, would struggle. We could access stored food, geothermal energy, and perhaps even nuclear power. But these are temporary solutions. The cold would be relentless. Survival would mean adapting to a permanently dark and frigid world. Some life forms might thrive in this new environment. Deep-sea creatures accustomed to cold and darkness might adapt best, but on the surface, life would become a desperate fight for survival. The sudden absence of the sun would be a stark reminder of our fragility, of how intricately life is tied to this celestial body. Section 4. The deep freeze, a world in cryosleep. The Earth wouldn't freeze solid immediately, you know. The process would take centuries. Heat trapped in the Earth's core would continue to radiate outwards. But the surface, well, it would become an icy wasteland. The atmosphere itself would begin to freeze. Water vapor would crystallize and fall as snow. Eventually, most of the atmosphere would precipitate out, leaving Earth with a thin, wispy shell of gas. This frozen state wouldn't necessarily be permanent. If, by some cosmic miracle, the sun reappeared, Earth could theoretically thaw. But the process would take just as long as the freezing did, and the planet that emerged would be vastly different from the one we know. Section 5. Echoes in the void. Searching for answers in the dark. In the darkness, we'd search for answers. Why did the sun vanish? Was it a unique event or part of some larger cosmic cycle? Without the sun, our usual methods of astronomical observation would be useless. We'd have to rely on other means, like detecting gravitational waves or neutrinos. These particles can travel through space unaffected by the absence of light. They might carry clues about the sun's fate. The search for answers would be as much about understanding the universe as about our own survival. Faced with the ultimate cosmic mystery, humanity would be driven to push the boundaries of knowledge, even in the face of extinction. Section 6. Our transient home. Reflections in the cosmic dust. The disappearance of the sun would be a stark reminder of our place in the universe. Earth is not a permanent home. It's a temporary haven, dependent on a delicate balance of cosmic forces. The sun's sudden absence would force us to confront the fragility of our existence. It would underscore the importance of understanding our universe, of searching for other habitable worlds. The darkness would be a catalyst for introspection. It would lead us to question our place in the grand scheme of things, to ponder the meaning of life itself in the face of cosmic indifference. The vanishing sun would be a cosmic lesson in humility, a reminder that even stars can die.